8 reasons why she texts but doesn't want to hang out. You're into her and you have been texting for a while now, but there's one problem. Your texts aren't getting her to hang out. And now you're left wondering, why does she keep texting me but she won't meet up? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to get her to meet up with you. This first tip applies to real life as well as texting. Here's a thought that most nice guys have. If only I just spend enough time with her, then eventually she'll like me better. Nope, doesn't work like that. I mean, it kind of works like that. Yes, she will like you better than the average guy. Thank you, exposure effect. But familiarity doesn't mean that she desires you or that medium-sized thing dangling between your legs. So, the age-old question. How do you make a woman desire you? By showing her you like her without saying you want her. Okay, well, you need to sort of chase her while leaving enough room for her to wonder if you like her. Okay, well, escaping the friend zone isn't that easy, and if you think you're stuck in the friend zone, then follow my step-by-step guide to escaping the friend zone. I'll link it somewhere down there. When a girl does this, it is the worst. You're texting with a girl you like and she's showing clear signs of interest. She's replying to your texts, laughing, asking questions, but when you ask her out, she's brushing off your request. And you're like, what happened? Something that most guys never think about. She liked you, but she wasn't ready to meet up with you because she doesn't know you well enough. This means that trying harder is not always the answer. Sometimes you just need to build rapport. You know, show her a bit of who you are. Hey, I just dropped off my aunt at the airport. Which means you can now drown in the awesomeness of my personality again. Humble. Show her that you're a real person. Be authentic. Joke around. Send her one of the 10 texts that always work. Description in the video, download them for free. Desperation and neediness. The two biggest turnoffs in existence. The simple cure, be prepared to walk away. It doesn't take much to make peasant Paul and average Andy sold on her. They're not willing to walk away. And she feels this. Which is why she's more than comfortable hiding from you. She senses that you'll do anything to have her, and that's a red flag. It subcommunicates that you're probably not getting a lot of attention from other women. But more than anything, it tells her that you're too available. And if you think about it, that makes your attention feel cheap. So, what's the solution? Chase the right things. Does she ask you questions? Does she flirt with you? Does she consistently show up? Does she make you feel good? If not, you should dial back your investment in her because that shows her that your time and your attention are conditional. And only when she does the right things, you stick around. The guy she's been secretly crushing on for months asks her out. Boom! There goes all interest she had in you. And now you just need to hope that this other guy is not in my mentoring program. Otherwise, she's gone forever. And if he isn't, then he'll probably mess up eventually and you can try again. But for now, you need to move on. Shocking fact about humans. Almost nobody likes conflict. So if you know conflict is coming, we take a detour and we avoid it. What does any of this have to do with my situation, Louis? Well, rejecting someone is a form of conflict, which means she doesn't like rejecting you. So even though she may not like you, she may not tell you either. At least not directly. Most women prefer to tell you subtly. How? With short replies, replying late or not at all, not asking you questions, or making out with you in your own living room right in front of your eyes. So if you feel like she doesn't want to hang out, it helps to read the subtle signs. Going to keep this one short, dating someone from your social group is complex, and she may just not want to ruin the little cute biotope that your group has. She likes you, but she just isn't comfortable taking the next step to meet up. You're not in a bad spot here, but most guys freak the out. They misread her slow play as a rejection and then they work super hard to get her attention back. The result? He destroys all the attraction he built up. But that won't happen to you, because you're going to match her pace. If she goes slow, you go slow. But this doesn't mean that you have to wait for love though. Date other people. There's no reason to pour all your attention into one person who doesn't want to take the leap. Now, don't get offended by this, but she's texting you just because. Although it's the exception, it does happen sometimes. She just wants to have fun and check out some dating apps. Maybe she's out for validation. Maybe she just wants to be able to talk to her friends about how dumb men can be on dating apps. Women use dating apps for all kinds of reasons, and not all of them have anything to do with meeting up. So how do you know her intentions? Because if she's not planning to meet up, then she won't invest much effort. But there's a catch. Maybe she's not investing because you're not doing a good job of sending fun and exciting texts. So how do you know if it's you or her? By reading my hundreds of TextGod articles and piecing it all together. Or by investing the amount of one night of degenerate binge drinking into my over-the-top text game course, which will make you more attractive than 99.99% of all men out there. Yup, by checking over-the-top text game, you can have more success with women than all of your friends, which feels incredibly good to your ego. First, stop waiting for her reply. Staring at your unanswered messages will only make you unhappy. Was my last text too stupid or was it really funny? Why hasn't she texted me back as fast as she did yesterday? Don't do this to yourself. Instead, distract yourself. And preferably do something that gives you a sense of accomplishment, like hanging out with the bros, reading a book, texting that one friend that you haven't talked to in forever, working on a fun project, hitting the gym, eliminating world hunger, or all of the above. And while you were doing these things, did she not get back to you? Move on. Take a break from texting her. Meet someone new. And instantly woo this new girl by sending her the Clickbait Opener, which is the best opener of all time with a response rate of 101%. You can check it now for free in the video description. Do it. You won't regret it, I promise. I promise on my life. There. I hope I helped you. I wish you the very nicest day possible and I love you forever.